And also, we had another piece of news come down the wire. Heard that vice presidential candidate Kamala Harris called Jacob Blake, who is the man who was shot in Kenosha, Wisconsin, and she said that she's proud of him. That's a report. So since she did that, now I'm going to remind you, Jacob Blake was shot in the back 7 times by a police officer in Kenosha. I don't know where that investigation is going to go, but there are some facts that he had a warrant out for his arrest, I believe, for sexual assault. And the cops were called on him because he was apparently assaulting a woman with a kid in the room. I don't know whose kid it was, or I don't even know if any of that is true. But those are the allegations, and he did have a criminal record. I'm not saying that justifies being shot. I don't want the email. I don't want the calls. I'm just saying that's the truth. Kamala Harris visited him, and she said reportedly, that she was proud of him. So I believe, as a vice presidential candidate, you need to be active. And there are way more people throughout history, and in our time right now, that Kamala Harris should call and express how proud she is of them. So I have a few of them. These are just my opinion. I think it'd go a long way for the Biden campaign if she would visit these people. Or call them, at least. So, all right, here's one. First person that Kamala Harris should visit or call. She should call North Korean dictator Kim Jong-un. And she should tell him that she's proud of him for controlling those pesky North Korean people and ruling with an iron fist. She should really express her appreciation to him for that. She should also call Joe Chill. Now, Joe Chill was a fictional man, but I think she should call him anyway. And she should say she's proud of him, and she's sorry that the Wayne family got in the way of his bullet. She should also call Son of Sam David Berkowitz. He was a serial killer in the 70s in New York. And she should tell him that she's proud of him for having the guts to listen when a dog tells him to do something. And this is a time-traveling one because I think it's important. I think if she has the ability to time travel, which I don't know if she does or not, but she should give a call to Pontius Pilate and congratulate him for sentencing that rabble-rousing guy from Nazareth to death. She should call him and thank him and tell him how proud she is of him. She should also give a call to the California wildfires for having the courage to burn and burn and burn when nobody wants them to. She should call the fires somehow, congratulate them, tell them they're doing a great job. Another time-traveling call she should make should be to the asteroid that took out the dinosaurs and had the courage to leave a hole in the earth and destroy a whole species. Though she probably wouldn't do that because that led to the rise of humans. But hey, you know what? If we're going to be fair, we got to be fair. So give that asteroid a call there, Kamala. We'll flip the script on this one. She should call the Catholic Church in San Francisco, but they should thank her for, just leaving things alone. Letting sleeping dogs lie, as it were. Kamala Harris should also call that little bit of fat that stays on even when you've worked out for like a year straight and you just can't seem to lose. She should call that fat and congratulate it for its perseverance in the face of adversity. Call that fat, Kamala. Call the fat. She should call Colin Quinn and thank him for being such a great comedian. And there's no sarcasm in that. Colin Quinn is a great comedian, and we should all really give him a call and tell him thanks. Here's another one for you history buffs. She should call Gavrilo Princip and congratulate him for the courage he showed in assassinating Archduke Franz Ferdinand and beginning World War I. A terrible war in which many people died, many people became disfigured, and lives all around the world changed. But she should congratulate Gavrilo Princip for his assassination and his courage. Here's an international one. I believe that Kamala Harris should go to China and thank them for releasing a global pandemic. Whether it's a mistake, which it probably was, or not. She should go over there and thank them for their courage in not only causing this global pandemic, but then not telling anyone for a while. So thank you, Kamala, go thank China and do it now. Also, Kamala should go thank the manufacturer of the Cavalier in the mid-90s, late 80s, early 90s, and mid-90s, because that car had the courage to almost always have a bad alternator. And she should thank the manufacturers for producing a car in which the alternator went bad often. And here's just one more here, and this is kind of a three-parter, but it's all wrapped into one. Kamala should somehow find a way to contact Adam and Eve and thank them for eating the fruit in the garden and disobeying God and bringing pain and shame and all that bad stuff into the world. She should thank them because they didn't just do what they were told. They had the courage to resist. And, it basically doomed humanity for a while. But hey, they had the courage. And then wrapped up into that, she should go back and thank Lucifer, the original evil, for wanting to be as powerful as God and then being thrown from heaven and down into hell. So she should thank him, thank Adam and Eve, thank them all for having the courage to do what they did. Okay. So Kamala, there's a whole list of stuff that you should do, and I think it might help your chances. I think you should thank them, thank all of these people and things and all that, because you need to let people know that you're there and that you support what they support. And especially though on a serious, and this is all serious, but on a very serious note, you should thank Colin Quinn, as should everyone else, because he is a comedy legend in his own time. And no matter how much he is appreciated, he's underappreciated, if you understand what I'm saying. It's impossible to overappreciate Colin Quinn. So there you go, Kamala. Some free advice from the adorable boys.